I'm Chey, and today we're going to be talking about the Love Hearts book tag. I've actually never done a tag like this before on this channel so far, so this is the first. Yay! You're here for the inauguration of it. See, I thought of that word pretty quick. The Love Hearts book tag is a tag created by What's Just Reading, link to their channel and the original video down below. I was tagged by Nerdy Nat Reads, my lovely friend. Link to her video and her channel up above and down below, wherever you will normally find those things. Nat tagged me way back last year, and I am just now getting to it. I do have several reasons for procrastinating on this. Number one, I wasn't really a big romance reader back then. I was getting more into it, but I wanted to read some more romance. That way I would actually have a more diverse set of answers. And since her tagging me, I have read a lot more romance. Mostly thanks to Nat. My TBR, on the other hand, is not thanking her. My TBR is like, Nat, have mercy! Question 1. I love you. What is your all-time favorite romance book? Never thought I'd ask myself, how do I grab a tripod by the throat? But here we are. It's Beach Read by Emily Henry. I know, big shocker, but my reasoning is it is one of my very first romance books that I ever read that showed me that I was capable of enjoying modern romance. I have to admit, like a lot of people, before the romance boom, like before TikTok and all that stuff, like really blew it into the modern age of what it is, my association with romance novels was like the dollar store kind. Not that there isn't value in those, but you know the ones I'm talking about. So reading Beach Read was like a breath of fresh air for me. Number 1, I really enjoyed it. Number 2, I connected with it. And number 3, I was like, oh, this is what romance can be? Like in modern times? So yeah, it's fave. I love Gus a little too much, and I'm a writer, so yeah. 2, be happy. What is a book that makes you incredibly happy every time you read it? I'm gonna be honest, I have not yet reread any romance book that I have read originally. I frankly haven't had time. I need to, but I haven't. I haven't yet done any rereads, but I'm gonna tell you which one I'm pretty sure would be it if I were to do it. And in fact, I'm actually planning on doing it because I want to reread it and annotate it. So, Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue is a demon romance. It's a dark demon romance. That's really all you need to know when it comes to me. And if you're new here, like and subscribe if you're enjoying this chaos so far, and stick around. See what happens. And if you like demons, hit that subscribe button down below. I got one waiting for you. I wish, bro. You think if I had my own, I would have something to spare? No. My favorite demon is a demon of greed. Love demons. I love demons. I love demons so much. And I actually have a funny story with this, and particularly why I enjoy it so much. It is probably my second favorite romance book. I had a friend when I went to Blackbird School of Audio Engineering, and he was buddy reading this with his partner at the time. And he was like, hey, Chey, me and my partner are buddy reading this book. I think you'd really enjoy it. I had never heard of this book. And he was like, yeah, it's like a demon kind of romance. I was like, oh, okay, sign me up. And he lent me his copy because they had finished reading it. And he was like, yeah, just let me know what you think of it. By page 40, I was like, this friend knows way too much about me. He has read way too much into me. And he's absolutely correct. Question 3, date me. A book character that you would date. Okay, this was super hard for me to answer, as I'm sure it was for a lot of people who have done this tag, but I'm gonna make it a little bit easier on myself. Obviously, I would date any demon that I ran across. So we're not even gonna count them, because frankly, they would have no competition. And that also includes any other monster. So anyone from the Black Dagger Brotherhood, anyone in a monster romance, I'm just counting out, because they would be an obvious choice for me, and I would date them. So that narrows it down to the humans, which is frankly a lot more limited. Now for this, it was also hard for me to choose just one, so I kind of have a top 3 in no specific order, but in an order that I think makes more sense. Number 3, Miles from Funny Story. I love Miles. He's so funny. He is selfless. I love his character. I think he's so much fun. I think he would be very spontaneous for my ADHD, and we would have a lot of fun and chaotic adventures together. The one kicker. I'm straight edge. Miles smokes, which I don't care. Do your own thing. I'm straight edge for myself. I don't care what you do as long as you're not hurting anyone else. But I can't stand the smell of that smoke. It literally like makes me sick. I can't stand it. We could never live together unless he quit. Or unless he just never did it at home, but I would smell it, and I couldn't do it. And blame my nose buds. 2, Jasper from Yes and I Love You. Chaotic ADHD, improv, funny gremlin. Are you seeing a pattern? I think it will be a funny relationship. He's also very emotionally intelligent and intuitive, and he picks up on signals and busy brains very well, which I need. I don't remember any particular downsides to this one, except maybe that we would be a little bit too similar, and that's kind of the case for my number one pick. The one that I think most realistically I would want to date and would potentially work out, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Jethro Winston from Grin and Beard It. Nat is screaming in triumph at her computer or her TV or her phone right now. Nat got me into the Winston Brothers series for a couple of reasons, so let me tell you about the Winston Brothers. Let me tell you what Nat did to me. She first brought up the series to me as a potential disaster for me personally, because it circles around a lot of things that I know and hold dear. Number one, being in a small town in rural Tennessee. Number two, following a family of mechanics. Number three, dirt track racing. Number four, biker clubs. All of these things I know intimately about from my own lived experiences. So she was like, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate this series. I read the first book, Truth or Beard, and I loved it. I picked up the second book, Grin and Beard It, following the oldest brother, Jethro, and I absolutely love Jethro. I realize I've not really been talking about any of these books. Whoops. Like I said, Jethro is the oldest brother of this massive family. He's a park ranger. He's got a little bit of a troubled, flirtatious past, and some good trauma cooking in there too. You know, abandonment issues, trust issues, being the irresponsible one and yet responsible older one, and that whole conflict. But he's also so very funny. The reason I think Jethro and I would work, number one, we're both in Tennessee. We don't have to go that far. Number two, family of mechanics. We both get it. Number three, family with dirt track and drag racers. We both get it. Number four, biker clubs within the family. We both get it. Number five, he's funny. Number six, chaotic. Like me. He is also a man that knows how to work with a too busy brain. He's not as emotionally intelligent as Jasper, I would think, but he tries. And he's open to listening and learning, even though he can be stubborn and bullheaded and in his own mind due to his own issues that he's willing to work through and listen through. And that's growth. That's character. Also, he loves his family. And he loves his job. He loves the woods. He's a park ranger. He's a park ranger. I get to go in the woods? My happy place? With bears? Jethro Winston. Jethro Winston! Number four, text me. Would you ever date a non-reader? Yes, and I have. In fact, the only person I have ever dated was a non-reader. So, yeah, everyone's got their own thing. Number five, dream on. What's your favorite romantic setting in romance books, and what would be your ideal date? Honestly, I don't have one favorite setting in romantic books. I like when the characters take the other character to a place that they love, because I'm a big character person, so I like getting to see that character work in those scenes. Getting to show the other character more about them, seeing how that character reacts to them, what they learn about them, the questions that they ask. I like getting to see the characters come to life in a space that they feel comfortable and like willing to share. I just love that. My ideal date. People are going to be like, oh, a Beartooth concert. No. Everyone keeps saying, you're going to meet your person at a Beartooth concert. Anyone who says that to me does not know me. Because at a Beartooth show, I'm only facing one direction, and that is forward. Because I got 5 dudes I'm focusing on, and I got music I'm focusing on, okay? So it would not be at a Beartooth show. It would probably be going to get food, snack, going to a bookstore, killing time to then go watch some underground bands, maybe a local hardcore show, or just a local show in general. Then going to get actual food after moshing a little bit. And then just going to the woods. Walking around the woods. Staying in the woods. A lot of woods. Jethro? Number 6. Kiss me. Your favorite romantic scene from a book. This is the question that has haunted me the longest. Put off this video for so long trying to think of one because I told Nat I'm forgetting everything I've ever read in a romance book. I couldn't think of one particular. I was like, what actually happened in those books? But I think I have one. It is from Take a Hint, Danny Brown. This is sort of a spoiler, so I'll try to keep it as vague as I can, but I think if you're going to answer this question, it kind of has to be a spoiler. There's a part in the book where Danny is doing something that they really want to do, that they've dreamt of doing, but it really kind of scares them, and they've really been sort of procrastinating on it, sort of avoiding it because they're scared they're going to screw up, they're scared they're going to look like an idiot, but they really want it. They've been wanting this for a long time. It's one of their dreams. But their love interest is making them go do it. They're actually physically blocking them from leaving to make them go do it. And when Danny is like, why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you making me do this? Their love interest says, I don't want you to hate yourself. I don't want you to quit and then hate yourself because you didn't give yourself a chance to do this. That way, if you do this and you have a bad experience, you can blame me for making you do it. You can hate me, but I don't want you to hate yourself for trying something that you've always wanted to do, that you love. That actually kind of hurt. 7. Let's party. Which 3 book characters would you invite to a party and why? I actually have 2 answers for this, and they are 2 groups of 3. Group 1, Jethro, Miles, and Jasper from Yes and I Love You. These 3 would just be such a fun, chaotic time. I would leave that party in stitches, and I do mean from laughter. I think it would just be, there's no telling what we would probably end up doing. Probably end up in jail. For doing something. I don't know, like graffitiing a speedboat on the lake. I don't know. But it would end up in a lot of fun stories about that night for years to come. My ADHD would be quelled, if but for a night. The second group. Leon from Her Soul to Take. Zane from Her Soul for Revenge. And Rowan from Butcher and Blackbird. If I need to explain to you why these 3 at the same party, I would not leave walking. Be carried out on demon wings, duh. We could all exchange tips on how to deal with people that we don't like, they could help me with my horror novel. Talking to all 3 of them and their lived experience, they could help me with my horror novel with details. I could ask them a lot of questions like, what happens if you do this, this, and this? What if you put a little pressure on that? And we could just all have a writing party. And that's the only party we'd have. You rock. A romance book you would recommend to everyone. I honestly think I'm going to recommend Get a Life, Chloe Brown, because I know this series is pretty popular, and I was going to recommend Funny Story, but I will call it for Get a Life, Chloe Brown, because this did make me laugh so consistently. I think it's very accessible, it's very funny, it has a lot of good representation, I think it has a lot of good emotional intelligence and character growth. I think it could be a great starter novel for anyone getting into romance, and I think it could be a breath of fresh air for anyone who is into reading romance already. We have interesting characters, interesting scenarios, and it's just a fun little jaunt through funny, happy romance land with actual... I felt like the third act tension made sense and did not get on my nerves. Number 9, Be Mine. What is the book that you really want to read/own? I'm gonna go with Beard Science, Winston Brothers number 3. I love this series, I love this quirky little family, and this book follows the funniest brother, Cletus. Next to Jethro, he's the funniest brother. Cletus is just... his name is Cletus. What more do I have to tell you about this man? I love Cletus so much, and I really want to read it and own it. I know I'm probably going to want to own it because I'm going to love it. 10. Tag some booktubers that you love. No. Instead, I'm going to put out the challenge to you. If you want to do this, go ahead. Cool. Tag me when you do. If you watch this and you're like, man, that tag seems kind of like a fun, quick little video idea. I want to do it. Just tag me. Tag me as the inspiration. Go ahead, you can use me. It's okay. This time. Honestly, even if I did this like next year, it's gonna be fun to see how my opinions have changed based on what romances I've read between now and then. And if you want to stick around to see what romances I'm gonna get up to reading, hit the subscribe button down below. I have a lot of vlogs, some challenge videos, some funny skits cooking. As for right now, though, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and if you ain't heard from anyone else today, I love you. Love and peace. Bye!